Hey, what's going on? This is E. Jones, bottom to the top hoops.
Boy, Black Elvis.
Yo, we made it. Corona, elbow
bumps.
Yo, listen, man. We love talking hoops.
Mm-hmm.
We love talking about, things in the world of sports.
Yes, sir.
Before we even get into the show and what it's about, I want to say it's a pleasure.
Thank you, brother.
Getting you in front of the camera.
Yes.
A lot of the times you're directing, you're producing, you're creating, storyboarding.
Yes.
But showing your multifaceted
Absolutely.
Ability to be able to connect with the people and disseminate information. So that's cool, man.
Yes, thank you.
Just for people to know, we're taping live.
Yes, we're live right now.
Today is March 19th.
Yes.
And we're in the middle of a world crisis.
It is real.
And we would be remiss if we didn't touch on the coronavirus.
Absolutely.
Some safety measures and how it's affected basketball in the world of sports.
All sports. It's crazy.
You know what, Al? I'm not a doctor. Don't profess to be. Don't play one on TV.
No question.
However, I do want to be able to share with people, this is not something to be taken lightly.
No.
So let's just backtrack if we could.
Okay, let's do it.
March 11th, the NBA comes out and says all games suspended as a result of Rudy Gobert testing positive.
Yes.
Your immediate reaction was?
I can't believe it. No basketball.
Forget about the disease. Forget about...
What am I going to do?
Right. Immediate reaction.
That was the immediate reaction.
Now, in a transparent moment, how serious did you take it from a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably about a 4.
Okay. All right. So now with that being said, just to speak to my perspective, I was in the middle of it. I was in Falls Church, Virginia.
That's right.
I was on the road.
Wizards.
Yeah, I was with the Harlem Wizards. Shameless plug. World famous Harlem Wizards. So we were on the road. I got the call. Hey, NBA suspended games. We need to have an emergency meeting.
What was your reaction to that?
I knew what it was, though. We were just trying to figure out how long we could go because we have been having calls leading up to that point.
Drop plug. For the people who don't know, can you just give them in 1 minute a summary of who the Harlem Wizards is? Because they were affected because of Corona.
Of course, man. A world-class entertainment basketball team that specializes in trick hoops, alley-oops. The lion's share of what we do is fundraising basketball games against, community leaders.
How much money have you guys raised in the last year?
About $3 million for nonprofits and schools and groups like that. So, back to live action. We're in Falls Church, Virginia. We get the call, NBA suspends. I knew in my heart of hearts, we had to shut it down.
Wow, you know.
Because they set the standard, right? The NBA is at the top of the food chain in the world as it relates to basketball.
Definitely.
And as we see, sports in general. Because that was the first shoe to drop.
No doubt.
And then everybody else follows suit, including the country and the public, the world.
Yeah, the world.
So so just the role that Adam Silver plays, and I think he's in a fantastic commissioner.
Shout out to Adam Silver.
Had some personal conversations with him, but we'll talk about that in another show. So he acted swiftly and acted on the end of safety. Now imagine how much TV revenue owners are losing, player salary that got to be paid out. It's so many things that get affected by that decision.
Absolutely.
But I'm sure he has a fantastic brain trust.
Yeah.
And they knew it was the right decision.
Yeah, they knew it. They were doing it for the players.
They were doing it for everybody, the fans, the players, and I think they may have an inkling of what their voice means to society.
Got you, yeah.
So they were going to get people's attention.
Yeah.
So fast forward, the next day, we cancel or suspend the season for a month, right? And then the spiral starts to happen. The Big East tournament is happening the next day, March 12th. They cancel the game or stop the game at halftime.
I seen that. And the Johnnies was looking good.
I was torn. My man T. Rencher's coaching. St. John's is playing. I'm a diehard St. John's fan. Game was stopped. Didn't have to choose. But anyway.
Or they was playing Creighton.
Yeah, man.
Let's go Creighton. Shout out to T. Rencher.
So anyway, man, how about the NCAA is still trying to figure out a way, because they got venues, they got TV revenue, they got March Madness. It's a big deal. $1 billion month.
Yes.
And they stood to lose a lot. So anyway, as we fast forward, now, where are you now when the NCAA says it's a wrap? Where does that fall go from at that point?
Well, first things first, once that was over, you have to feel sorry for some of these kids out here who just need that shot and that look.
Yeah, man.
And then the seniors, come on, man. Tough.
Can I give a shameless plug?
Yes.
Big shout out to Obi Toppin.
Former Dragon.
Hey, look, he did wear the Dragon uniform. I do have a great relationship with his mother and his younger brother and Obi. I think he's a great kid. All of the credit and everything he deserves because he worked for it. And his dad, my man, Big O, Dunker's Delight.
Okay.
And I just want to say it's great to see a kid work for something and accomplish something. You know, he won the AP Player of the Year.
Wow, he did.
And
That's
he won
awesome.
the CBS Sports Player of the Year.
Wow, congrats.
And now the big two are the Naismith, and the Wooden Award, which I think he's going to get that.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Great look for the Dragons, too. Being
well, listen, at the end of the day, he played for us. We were able to help for what we could do, and that's all him. We don't claim any of it. Just to be clear, that it ain't my kid. He did that.
Got you.
The Dragons assisted in some way, and I'm glad we could be a part of it.
That's awesome. Changing lives.
That's what we're here to do. So the kids lose out, March Madness, and then everything, the MLS, the MLB.
Everything started going down, shutting down.
Race car, NASCAR, everything. It's crazy. Then businesses close. You know, we felt the effects. You know, New York City schools closed. That I felt like that was the bomb.
Yeah.
Like backtrack. Italy.
Shut down.
The country.
Shut down.
So when did it catch your attention to be able to say, I gotta chill, fall back, and just be easy?
I have to say, when I start literally seeing people with masks and gloves.
Hold on a second.
Look.
Let's stay safe. Look. Surgical masks.
Yes.
One for you.
Thank you, sir.
One for me.
Proper weight.
You masked up.
You masked up.
Look. Gloves.
Gloves. Sanitary gloves.
Yo, listen. It ain't about being cool. It's not about, it's about being safe, man.
It's about being safe.
Hey, social distancing, practice that. If it's not an essential or necessary thing, man, I know people have cabin fever, not something I suffer from.
Okay.
I can stay in the house for 2 months, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? Give me some food, work out.
I can't, I gotta get out.
I know. Everybody's different, so that's what I'm saying. If you gotta get out, man,
be safe.
Go for a walk. Do it when it's not a lot of people around. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to go to the court and get shots up, if you just got an itch to get some hoop in, I feel you. Right? Go to a park, 7 a.m. Probably nobody don't want to wake up. They ain't gotta go to work. They don't gotta go to school. Get your work in.
Definitely.
So there's different ways to practice safe behaviors out here, but you know, this show is about the effects, but it's also about safety.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's what this is about today.
And if we have a voice and somebody, a kid, a parent, or somebody feels like they take what we say as important, take this as important, man. We really want you guys to practice social distancing. Make sure you're washing your hands. Make sure you're not touching your face. Make sure you're wearing gloves in the supermarket. Make sure you only go out if you have to, man.
Yeah, stay in if you can.
If you can.
Yeah.
Right? If it's absolutely possible, definitely do that.
Okay, now I gotta, I noticed from one of our shows when I got a little controversial, I noticed the viewership on it. Did you see that?
You know what, El? I did see that. Here's the deal, man. I think that you're a truth teller from your perspective, and all the time that I've known you, you shoot it from the hip.
Yeah.
And
got it from my mama.
And I'm the same way. Maybe a little more politically correct. But I also feel like perspective is important.
Absolutely.
People should hear all sides of the story.
Absolutely.
And there's a side of it that we don't know from when things are happening in the mix of the moment, and all of the people that are involved that have a perspective.
No question.
So from your point of view, you're shooting it as you see it, as it happened, because you lived it. From both sides, as a player, a coach, and just a spectator. And I think hopefully we get some good views because you're in front of the camera now. You want to get controversial?
Well, I was about to say, maybe I need to spark, meaning Donald Trump asking for $1 trillion budget, talking about he wants to give people $1,000 and $2,000, but everybody doesn't fall under the criteria. $1 trillion. Wait, hold on. There was a movie out.
First of all, they're saying $1 trillion is not nearly enough. That's first.
So
they're saying the mooch, who was Donald Trump on Trump's side and not on Trump's side. So I really don't want to play politics.
Yeah, but how could the Simpsons predict this? The Simpsons in 1991, 1991, the Simpsons predicted the coronavirus.
O.J. Simpson?
No, the Simpsons, the cartoon show. Put in Simpsons coronavirus, watch it pop up. Remember, I put you on.
Word, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
So, let's look at reality now. Presidency, you know how they do Ebola, anthrax, all these around president time.
You a conspiracy theorist?
No, I'm a realist. I'm a realist. I'm a realist. I'm looking at the real. Wait, hold on. So I guess in another 3 weeks, Trump's going to come up with something that's going to help the world and then make people want to vote for him. I'm like trying to figure it out.
Well, whatever you do, go vote. Let your voice be heard.
Yeah.
Register.
Yeah.
Vote.
Who fought for that?
Yes, man. We came here on the backs of a lot of people who fought for our right to vote. So if you're not registered to vote and you can,
please vote.
Man, please vote.
Your voice counts.
Yes, yes. I know I vote all the time. So circling back to sports, man. What do we do now? What do you see as the foreseeable future for what's going to happen with sports?
For one, I have a lot of empathy for seniors. So I really feel they should give the seniors, even if they're not in school, an opportunity to finish out their senior year of sports. I feel that. I don't know how far-fetched it is. I know the coach from UConn was saying, they should give the seniors another year. When I seen that, I said, that's awesome for him because he holds weight in the basketball world to plant that seed. So I'm sure the NCAA is going to take that into consideration.
Well, they did grant an additional year of eligibility for the spring sports. Okay. Basketball is a winter sport. So they said, in essence, they've played their whole season. They actually got through a conference tournament. The only thing they missed was the NCAAs and how many teams were going to miss that.
Yeah. So
now you're judging the whole. So it's an opportunity, but in the people that I've spoken to, it's not a. I would say it's probably 70-30.
70-30?
That it's not going to happen.
Got you. Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Just because, you played a whole season.
That's true. I didn't look at it that way.
You know what I mean? You played 30.
So what, you're going to start with like March Madness? Like even if it's June or
No. This season's done.
Completely over.
It's over.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, it's over.
So what about the draft? Wait, first things first, I guess we got to get past the corona first before I start worrying about the draft, right?
But that's where we at. Like, what's up with the draft? They still trying to do the Olympics. They just had the torch lighting yesterday.
Despite the corona.
Yo, people trying to get to that.
Facts. I had a meeting with the corona. I'm like this.
Yo,
gotta get to it.
But you know what? I think sports imitates life, and it gives us an outlet to be able to kind of get away from our day to day and some of the hustle and bustle.
It definitely does.
So this juggernaut that is Corona, kind of, we don't even have a way to get away and say, I mean, if the NBA was on and Corona was happening, dude would be in the crib like, shh.
Yo, who cares?
On the game.
Who cares? Corona, I love you. They chilling off word, getting them good sports, but when they affected our entertainment, ooh, it got real.
Yo, I saw Fat Joe on his Instagram. Big shout out to Fat Joe BX all day. He was saying, yo, he had 15 shows canceled. Who knows what Joe's getting per show?
No, it's real, man. People are being affected.
Yo, hold on a second now.
Yes, sir.
Big shout out to DJ D Nice. D Nice spun the TR-808. He spun for 8 hours in his crib on IG Live. I was in the party. Yo, Diddy, Erykah Badu, Common, Ludacris, everybody popping out, Angie Martinez, and everybody just talking in the room. It was like a party. Like, if I had a speaker, I'd have been in there, you know what I mean? I'd have been in there getting to it. I'm partying tonight.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So, just all in all, man, what happens with the NBA, what happens with college basketball going forward, is all dependent on what the Rona gonna do.
Yeah. And if they find like some type of cure, or at least find a way to make it dormant.
Everlywell. You can go to everlywell.com and pre-order your coronavirus test. It is approved. I believe it's coming out on the 23rd. You can pre-order. March 23rd, you can order it.
That's dope. You hear that?
And they're gonna sell out right away. So, what that will do,
it's gonna be the new pregnancy test. We're gonna check that Rona.
They sell that too.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of other tests that y'all need to get tested. But I think what it'll do is it'll make people say, oh, I got it, let me chill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
That was one of the things that was like, we don't have enough tests, we don't have enough hospitals. So what they're talking about is the curve, right? Everybody's sort of, the curve's going up, and we want to flatten the curve so our medical system can handle the amount of respirators, the amount of beds. And I only know this because I watch Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo on CNN.
You're real knowledgeable over it.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, we need to be informed.
Yes, definitely. That's what this show is for.
And if we haven't left you with anything else, man, take care of your loved ones. Let's send prayers out for my guy, Dave Edwards.
Shout out to Dave Edwards.
Dave Edwards is fighting for his life as we speak.
God bless him.
He contracted corona. He's one of my heroes. Played at Georgetown. Played at Texas A&M. He led the Positive Direction program. His son Corey played at George Washington. Played at Christ the King. Dave Edwards, playground legend, college legend, great mentor, just a great dude, man. Queens, New York, stand up. We praying for Dave, man.
Got you. I just want to say this though, for the viewers that's watching, the corona, let's be safe. Let's take it serious. But let's always know the real. The real is God is greater than all of this. So as long as you're in tune and in alignment with Him, the corona can't affect you.
Wow.
Had to throw that in there, you know?
Let me tell you something, Al. If you think I'm going to say something after that, that's a Russell Simmons moment.
Hold up.
Yo, this is E. Jones. Thank you guys for always tuning in and consuming the content. We appreciate you.
We really appreciate you.
Show love and take care of your families. You get the last word. You the man.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Subscribe. Follow E. Jones on IG. Remember what I said. Please, please, service public announcement. This is cause mass hysteria. Get you scared, get you nervous, everybody's going crazy. Remember one thing, God has the last say. He has the say so.